Well, when I was 15 years old, I started listening to jazz guitarists, guys like Johnny Smith, Tal Farlow, and Barney Kessel, and those people. And also there was a guy from town here, you know, like he's still here, like Ed Bickert.
Ed Bickert, sure.
Right? And, well, I used to see him on TV all the time. Yeah. And I hadn't even started playing jazz yet. I was still playing country, and I used to see Ed playing on TV, you know, saying, wow, I love that music, you know.
Okay, Ed, when did you first move to Toronto?
Well, I came here about way back, 1952, from Vernon, British Columbia, and I guess it took me a few years to get sort of working into the music community kind of thing. So I was just doing, silly jobs, working in restaurants and all that kind of stuff for a couple of years.
You were working as a radio engineer?
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Actually, I did that kind of stuff in Vernon. And so coming to Toronto, I thought, well, maybe I can do that for a while until I get to figure out the music situation here. And I ended up working for CFRB for a couple of years.
What was the jazz scene like in Toronto in those years?
Well, in the early years, it was kind of so-so. A few years later, like in the later 50s and stuff like that, there were all these coffee houses and stuff, and after-hours places that were using jazz music. So in that respect, it was really good.
And so clubs would have been places like House of Hamburg, First Floor Club, and
yeah, those were certainly some of the more important ones. That's where I first heard Lenny Breau plays in the First Floor Club.
When you first saw him in the First Floor Club, yeah. Do you remember your reaction to his
My reaction?
Yeah.
It was a combination of jealousy and envy and admiration, stuff like that, because he was so good and obviously so original. He did stuff that nobody else was doing. And so I thought, oh my God, this guy's like light years ahead of me and a whole bunch of other people around here. Mm-hmm. And so in that respect, it was kind of scary because if I had to try and catch up with him, I would have been in big trouble. Mm. It's like I say, a combination of envy and admiration, all that kind of stuff.
Was he using then the techniques that he was known for later on? The harmonics and the...
Yeah, I mean, he had all kinds of stuff going for him, which, like I say, most other guitar players just didn't have, right. Including myself.
He was using those even back then.
Yeah, definitely. Hmm. Yeah, he had all this, the country stuff and the flamenco stuff and the jazz, and putting it all together in a wonderful way. Yeah, he had all that going. I'm pretty sure, the first time I ever heard him, saw him, that was all happening.
And so you saw Lenny playing clubs during the 60s, yeah. And did you ever just actually sit down and play with him during that time?
No, we never did that.
Any influences back and forth? Did Lenny influence any of the concepts that you were working on?
Oh yeah, for sure. Lenny was doing stuff that I wish I had thought of, and probably tried to do something like that. He was so very influenced, like in the jazz. I mean, he's influenced by a lot of, the flamenco, the country, all that kind of stuff, but also very much by Bill Evans. Mm-hmm. So, same thing with me. Bill Evans was one of my main heroes for a long time. I don't know whether I actually consciously tried to play any of Lenny's licks. I mean, as much as I enjoyed them, I didn't particularly want to try and play them like that myself. Although I had a certain amount of my own integrity, maybe, I don't know.
How about the album that you worked on together, the Jimmy Dale Soft and Groovy, I think it was called?
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Well, I mean, that was just seemed to be Jimmy Dale's project. He really enjoyed Lenny, and he enjoyed Sonny Greenwich, and I worked with Jimmy a lot on a whole bunch of other, normal day-to-day, work-a-day projects kind of thing.
Mm.
And so when it came to do this recording, I don't think we actually did any of this together. Like, I didn't really work with Lenny, and he didn't, and Sonny also, Sonny Greenwich. We just came in there separately and did our things, kind of thing. So we never did actually, sit down together and, pick away at each other. I don't think it quite happened like that, but that was really quite unique, I guess, at the time.